In July of 2022, a massive wildfire that came to be known as the Oak Fire raged across California's Mariposa County and threatened Yosemite National Park. The Oak Fire burned more than 19,000 acres of land, cost more than $90 million, and forced evacuations which displaced thousands of Californians and visitors in the path of the flames. Democrats, the media, and the so-called experts screamed at the time that this wildfire, ones like it, and the fires that would surely continue to rage in the future were a direct result of man-made climate change. That was the popular narrative. No elite institutions would consider any other possibilities. Surely, the climate catastrophe was to blame. There's just one small problem. The scientists and climate change-pushing outlets failed to consider at the time that the fire might not have been the result of a global climate change crisis, and instead could have been the handiwork of an individual. And what if the fire was the handiwork of an individual who happened to financially support Democrat politicians? What if the fire was a direct result of an individual who financially supported the anti-Republican Lincoln Project? This inconvenient truth comes courtesy of a report from the Washington Free Beacon. Authorities busted a Democratic donor for allegedly starting a ginormous inferno in Yosemite National Park. Democratic politicians had insisted climate change was to blame for the blaze, which destroyed more than 100 homes and injured several firefighters in July of 2022. Edward Frederick Wackerman of Mariposa, California, faces a number of charges, including aggravated arson following his arrest. The arson suspect has donated $1,775 to Democratic candidates and committees since 2020, including a $1,000 donation to Tim Ryan's failed U.S. Senate campaign in 2022. And $400 to the Lincoln Project, a disgraced liberal super PAC. Let's take a look at how the media grossly misreported this phenomenon at the time. Here's how The Guardian covered the California Oak Fire. Experts say dry air, strong winds, parched trees and grass, and soaring temperatures caused the Oak Fire to expand rapidly through the rugged foothills in recent days. The area has experienced nearly 2 weeks of triple-digit temperatures and low humidity. All this comes at a time when the state is seeing increasingly destructive and deadly blazes, and the climate crisis creates conditions ripe for destruction. PBS assured its readers that the Oak Fire was one of the devastating consequences of the global climate crisis. CNN's chief climate correspondent explained how a mega drought driven by climate change that is affecting California and other western states has left plenty of dry, flammable material that can become fuel so quickly, especially when humidity is low and winds are high. Even Forbes reported that the National Park Service is preparing for more wildfires to come as climate change fuels extreme droughts and record high temperatures across the West and Rocky Mountains. Democrat Senator Alex Padilla noted that we need to take climate action now, or else worsening drought and severe weather will only continue to put lives and property at risk from wildfire. Maybe Democrats and other climate change doomsday preppers, including those in the mainstream media, should focus on the actions of their own team. If more Democrats urged their people to not start forest fires, maybe there would be fewer forest fires.